All you have to do is stay.
Hey guys, it's Shan, or Sean. People call me Shan or Sean, so whichever. If you're new, welcome to my channel. And yeah, in today's video, it's kind of gonna be a talk through of like the whole weekend and the week so far, because the past week I haven't been vlogging, but I've really liked how consistent my uploads have been, and you guys have been texting me saying that you like how consistent the uploads have been. You've been liking that I've been uploading more, which I didn't really do this week. I kind of did like 2 or 3 close together, but this week I haven't really uploaded yet. So I wanted to make sure I did, because that's something that's important to me, is keeping my consistency on YouTube, because it's like my biggest outlet. I absolutely love it. So yeah, since I didn't vlog this week, I thought I would explain what I did, because I have loads of photos, I have a few videos, and yeah, you're still seeing what I got up to and everything. I'm just explaining it differently, and kind of updating it and everything. And also, do you know what, I was about to start saying I'm sorry I didn't put makeup on or look presentable in this video, but it was so hard. I'm not gonna lie, or I'm not gonna start crying, because I've been crying a lot lately, but today was so hard to get up and put, you know, just a bandana on and a hoodie on. Like, I'm in my pajamas. I'm gonna get into bed after this because I'm in pain, and I'm not just like I'm in pain, I've just been so anxious. I have no idea what's like wrong. I honestly think it's from a few things that I'm gonna go over, and you'll kind of understand, but I've been a bit of an emotional wreck lately, and I feel like I always come on here and I'm like, I'm sorry I didn't put up, or I'm not wearing makeup, or I don't look more presentable, or I haven't done a tutorial in a while, when I have to remember that I know that all of you guys know why I'm here, because I'm sick and because I'm on treatment and to get better. So I know you guys don't expect that of me, so I shouldn't expect that of myself. So I should stop saying I look terrible, because I think you guys understand that it's a struggle for me to sit here right now to do this. So give yourself a break, Shauntelle. Give yourself a break. But anyway, I'm gonna get straight into it. So I'm just gonna look through my phone at the days, so that I get like the days right, because I have photos of each thing I've done that I want to explain, and it has the dates and stuff. So the last video would have been after my surgery, and I am thankfully healing so well from the biopsies, because I had stitches and stuff. Yeah, they're healing really well. It not seem to be getting any infections or anything like that, so that's going really well at least. So last Friday, I'm filming this, today is what? Today's Thursday, and last weekend was Easter Sunday, and then on Good Friday, it was Good Friday, yeah. On Good Friday, I had a scan. So basically I had this PET MRI scan. If you're completely new to my channel or you don't know what the scans are, a PET scan, kind of how they explain it to me is, say you go to the scan and say the results were you had a tumor. Well, the PET scan can determine like how big or long the tumor is, so it can tell you the size of it and things like that. And then an MRI will tell you where it is, and really detect where cancers and other stuff is, but for me, cancer. So there was this PET MRI scan, which is really detailed, and it's a new scan, so they thought it was worthwhile me having it, because like I'm very lucky to be able to have such an amazing scan like this, that why not, you know. So I kind of went into it thinking for days I was thinking like, just another scan. I don't think they're looking for, you know, results that will be necessarily mind-blowing. Like, I don't think that they're looking for results that are going to be like different, if you get me. I don't think they're looking for something that's going to be worse or looking for something that's going to be better, because there's been some places that haven't seemed to be reacting. But then the more I thought about it, the more anxious I got. I was like, what if it is worse, or what if it is better? Like, I really just want to know the results. But anyway, I'm going to explain the scan. I'm going to put photos in. So I'll move to the side. Actually, I'll move to this side. Place the photos here so that it's easier to explain. So I'm going to go by the photos so that I get this right, because it's quite the process to do like a PET MRI. So anyway, so you go into a room and you put on a gown. You put 2 gowns on, because you can't wear like anything going into the MRI in case like there was any metal, or just, it's just for safety reasons, I guess, that nothing ticks off in the scan that wasn't you. It was from like clothing, so like they are just completely safe. They just put you in a gown. So firstly, they give you this injection, and in the injection is like stuff that will highlight areas of cancer and make them see like your body like way better on scan. It does something with the scan that like highlights your body so much, and it makes you like radioactive. So after the needle, you're basically in your gown, and they turn the lights down, because the reason they do this, and the reason why you shouldn't really go on your phone much when you get this injection, and you shouldn't, like, you should just try and rest, is because they don't want like hyperactive movement going on, basically. Like, they don't want you to be interested in something or watching a video, or, you know, talking too much, because you're supposed to be calm when this medicine goes through, basically. Am I explaining this right? Like, when the medicine goes in, you're supposed to be really calm and just let it like get through your system. It takes so long to explain. Anyway, there's some reason why they don't want your body all like that. So anyway, they dull down the lights. You calm. If anyone's going to be in the room in front of you, they have to stand behind this metal thing, and it's because you're radioactive and you have stuff in you and things like that. It's crazy, honestly. So anyway, once I got to the scan, like from the very start, like every doctor and nurse that came in was like, are you being sedated? And I was like, no. And like a lot of them asked, like every nurse that came in asked. And I was told to fast as well, which I'm usually not told to fast, but I was told over the phone that I should fast. So I was like, okay, but like they kept asking me, are you being sedated? And I never get sedated for scans. Like, I'm so used to being in an adult hospital in Ireland that like I was never put to sleep for scans in the first place. So I'm so used to them now. Like, it's not something that's scary to me. So I guess they were asking because I do go to a children's hospital, and you know, little kids and stuff would have to be sedated because it's scary and you have to stay still and everything. But I was like, no, I've never been sedated, never needed to be. So yeah, I'm fine. Anyway, so we went in and it looked like this long MRI, and then it looked like this thing that's like a donut. So this is what the MRI kind of looks like. This is what the PET scan looks like. And there was this long bed, and he was basically going to lie me on the bed, put me through the MRI for like 45 minutes, and then take me out of the MRI, turn me around and put me through the PET scan for like another 40 minutes or whatever. So anyway, I went to the MRI. I've had a million MRIs before, but this one was different. It was like, I went in and then I was fine and everything, and usually you have these like headphones so you're able to talk to the person who's doing your MRI, or else you have this little ball that you hold in your hand and you squeeze it if you're feeling like scared and they stopped the whole thing, but like I've never squeezed it before, because if they stop the MRI they have to redo the whole thing again and you're there for another 45 minutes, so it's like takes longer. So I've never needed to do that anyway. I usually honestly just fall asleep or just like close my eyes. But this MRI was like yellow and inside it had this long like white top on it, and it's so hard to explain. So it's like this thick line that was like white, and for some reason the two colors threw me off, and it made me feel like it was the white part was like coming down and suffocating me. Like I felt very claustrophobic, but to the point where it was scary. Like I felt like it was in this long tunnel that I was never going to be able to come out of, that like I couldn't see the start and I couldn't see the end of, and I was terrified. I was honestly terrified. So I was bawling my eyes out, but I was laying there so still so that I wouldn't have to, so that I didn't move and they wouldn't have to restart the whole thing, because I could not be in there for another 45 minutes. I was freaking out. I was bawling so much because my hair was down, because I took it all my bobbins and hair clips, everything out, so that there was nothing that would take off. I had it down and I was crying so badly, and the tears were just streaming like down into my hair, that my hair was like soaking wet when I came out. But no one knew I was crying because no one could hear me, because like I didn't move. I couldn't move, or else they'd have to start the scan again. So I came out of the scan and the guy turned me around to go into the next one, and then he realized how badly I had been crying. And I didn't want to make it a big deal or anything. I actually felt a bit embarrassed because like the scans scared me so bad and I didn't know why, and it never happened to me before, and I just didn't really understand what was happening and why I had been so claustrophobic and everything. And so he was like, oh my god, do you need a minute? And I was like, yeah, I need a minute. So my nanny was in the room with me while I was having the scan done, and she came over and she was like, what happened? And I was like, I have no idea. Like somehow when I went into that scan, it really scared me, and it was different than other MRIs I had been in before. It just felt like really long, or there was something about it anyway that like just really scared me. Felt like, you know, it was gonna just come in and suffocate me. And like closing my eyes in the scan, I was trying to close my eyes and forget about it. That made things worse. I felt like I was really being suffocated then. So nothing helped, and the scan was just terrible, and that was that. But my nanny was there like rubbing my tears away in my head and everything. She was like, it's completely fine. And the scanner, he was so nice. I was like, I'm so embarrassed, like I'm so sorry if I'm holding you up. I never cry or get anxious or this kind of stuff. And he was like, you're so brave, like so much more brave than so many people. Most people get sedated for this one. That's why, because it's freaking, it's hard scan to go in if you're anyway claustrophobic. And I feel like I've gotten over most of my claustrophobia in life, but honey, this was a hard scan, let me tell you. Oh, but anyway, next time I will be sedated. But anyway, I did the other scan perfectly fine because it was just like a donut. It wasn't deep, it wasn't like a tunnel. Did the other scan, but that had me shook for days. Like it still has me a little bit shook, but anyway, for a few days it had me really like upset. And like, I don't know if it was the scan or there was something in me that needed to come out emotionally, that I needed to be, you know, like sad, I guess, for a few days. Like, because I was crying about this for like a few days. I would be sitting at the dinner table and randomly be like, that scan was horrible, and start crying. And since then I just have not been right. So after the scan, the next big event in my life was I got baptized. So if anyone wants a video on why I got baptized, I will definitely do one, because there's a lot of people that are confused about it. Or even a video more so on how I found faith, my testimony, that kind of thing, or questions on it. Because really the reason I got baptized is because I wanted to accept the Lord into my life. I have a huge faith, and I found faith in a different church than at home, in a Baptist church over here. So anyway, I am a Baptist Christian now, and that's the reason I got baptized. It's very little, but I have a lot to say about my faith. So if anyone wants a video on that, just comment it below. If you don't, you don't. But I will definitely do videos on my faith. I think that would be cool. But for the people who aren't exactly religious or anything, don't worry, I'm not going to change my whole content. Just a part of my life that I'll definitely share, but you know, just bits here and there. It depends on how much you guys want to see, honestly. But yeah, I know that that was a complete random thing that probably came above you all. Like, what? She got baptized? She never talks about religion and everything, and I just kind of kept it on my channel because of the controversy I thought it would cause. But honestly, I love my faith, and if anyone wants me to do videos on it, I will. So here's one photo of my baptism. And then I decided to just show you my baptism, so enjoy!
I've heard 1,000 stories of what they think you're like, but I've heard the tender whispers of love in the dead of night.
Can you tell me that you're pleased and that I'm never alone? I'm no longer a slave to fear.
About Shauntelle's story before we baptized her.
I am a child of God.
It was about a year and a half ago that I heard about this young woman and her mom who had moved here from Ireland. And they moved here because Shauntelle is battling a very rare cancer. So I went with a couple of people and we met Shauntelle and Leona, and it was just like instant friendship. And she is such a fighter, and she's been fighting for her life for several years. And as we started interacting together, we started talking about the Lord, and we would get together and we would have long, intense talks. I've never had such intense talks with people so quickly. And then one day, Shauntelle told me that she was ready to accept Christ. And I was so excited, and then she told me she wanted to be baptized. But the very sweetest thing that she told me is that she feels sorry for people who don't feel this fullness in their life, the fullness of Jesus Christ. And that's what Easter is all about. It's about understanding that He died for us, and that He died on the cross, that He entered the grave, and that He rose again, so that we can have new life. And that is exactly what Shauntelle is going to have today. She's going to be baptized into new life in Christ Jesus. So I'm going to pray a blessing over Shauntelle. Oh, Holy Father, I thank you so much for the way that you have worked in this young lady's life, Lord. I can just see how her faith is maturing and growing as she even texts me Bible verses, Lord. I just thank you so much. I see her as a tree planted by streams of water, and that her roots are growing deep, and that she is sucking up the living water, and it's fulfilling her. Lord, I pray that you would bless her, and that you would bless her whole family. And we just thank you, Lord, for this day. We thank you for our friendship. Amen.
Shauntelle, do you believe that Jesus Christ is the Lord and Savior of your life? Then I baptize you, my sister, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, that was an amazing day, and I had an amazing Easter Sunday. I hope you guys all did too. Got a big chocolate egg. So yeah, after Easter, this week has just kind of been dull. Like, do you know when you just feel so off? I feel really off this week. I have moments where my heart is literally just pounding, and I'm so anxious, and I'm getting very upset easily and things like that. I don't really know what's wrong. But yeah, I don't get results till next week. Maybe that's why. Maybe in my mind it's like worrying about the results, and I don't even know that I'm worrying. But yeah, so I don't know if you guys have any tips for like helping with anxiety. I used to take lavender baths, but at the moment I can't take baths for a certain reason. But anyway, but yeah, if anyone has any natural ways to help with anxiety, or like just anything, let me know, because I'm sick of taking anxiety medication that I feel like doesn't really work too well. And I just have a lot of anxiety. I could make a whole video on my anxiety. It's pretty bad, and it's been pretty bad last week, which is hard for me because Sunday was such a special day with my baptism and everything. I had such a good day, but the whole week has just been so hard for me. At times I just break down, and at times then I feel better, and then at times I just want to crawl into bed, and then at times I'm like, I'm in the apartment too much, you know. So it's just like, I feel like I'm dealing with a lot in my head at the moment. So yeah, I feel like this video wasn't super upbeat, and I'm sorry about that. But thank you so much for almost 5,000 subscribers. Thank you so much if you even clicked on this video. Thank you so much if you made it this far. If you did, please give the video a like. Please subscribe, share, whatever you like. I am just so lucky to have a platform that I can share you know, my feelings and everything. And if you have any requests, leave them below. I have a few videos that I want to do coming up, but definitely leave them below if you have like certain requests. And I'm just so thankful for you all. So I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.
Going, and you know that all you have to do is stay a minute. Just take your time. The clock is ticking, so stay.